So we're going to the emergency room now to find out what's wrong with me. So I'm gonna tell you a story. So the other day, we're walking around, shout out to Daniel. Long story short, I literally just like did not pick my foot up and just like it hit the sidewalk little elevation thing and I fell. You know, you fall, everyone falls. It just hurts for a little bit and then it's fine, right? I was like, it's gonna pass because I literally just fell on the side, like I tripped on the sidewalk, like nothing's gonna happen. I was wrong. The pain, instead of progressively hurting less, it would progressively hurt more. But I thought, you know, like it's fine. I've never broken anything, like ever. So here I am continuing to walk and then the more I walk, the more it hurts for me to walk on my right foot. It was just like not good. So we decided to go home. We're on the subway and then I'm like, great, we have to drive from Finch home. How are we gonna do that? But it was fine, like the pain wasn't too bad for me to not be able to like hold down on the pedals of the car, so I was able to drive and it was fine. So I told myself, you know, I'm just gonna go home, I'll go to bed and I'll wake up and everything will be fine. I get home and I'm like, this is a problem because this is a Thursday night and I have work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? What's gonna happen the next day when I have work? Also, I couldn't like talk to my parents about this because it was fairly late. Everyone was asleep. I think it was like just 1 a.m. Went to bed. I also had to wake up the next day at 7:30. I ended up waking up at around like 5. I was in pain. I could not sleep. The pain was just getting worse. I was literally sliding on the floor trying to make my way to like the bathroom. So then my mom comes downstairs and I'm like, there's a problem. We had to make our way to the emergency room. And then my mom like had like she found a wheelchair like in the main entrance of the emergency room. We're walking through the emergency room, getting the tickets, whatever, doing the registration. And then they're like, what happened? And I'm like, I tripped on the sidewalk and now I can't walk on my right foot. One of the nurses like literally started laughing. Anyway, they're doing all these like x-rays and all these things. We're waiting in lines and I'm there like, I literally just want to go home. And eventually we get to the final stage. They tell you what's wrong. So the doctor comes and he's like, so your foot's fine. It's not broken. You probably twisted it or something like that. I don't even know. So then he's like, let it rest. It'll be fine. There we were, 2 hours waiting there for them to tell us there's nothing wrong. You know what? Like, I think it was important to come. What if it was broken and I just decided that it's not? I thought I was at the emergency room for a ridiculous reason, but the lady like next to me, the nurse is like, why are you here today? The mother's like, she's been coughing since yesterday. He was basically like, it sounds like she has a cold. As soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, I'm here for a legitimate reason. Am I even in focus? I really hope I am. We take things for granted. Like I don't think I realized how important my legs are. Obviously, like not everyone has that privilege. I didn't realize that that's even a privilege. We always think about privilege as like, we have the privilege to get educated, live in a country where we have freedom of speech, freedom of like self-expression. But we also like, some of us have the privilege of just having legs. And I'm just thinking about it just now because all of a sudden I can't walk on one of them. Like I feel like we should all appreciate what we have, but like everything that we have. I never appreciated my feet. Ever. Because it's just like a given for a lot of us, right? And we don't realize what would it be like if we didn't have it. It's interesting. Makes you think. So I recommend everyone to hurt themselves so that you know what it's like to be without something. I'm kidding. Think about how privileged you are. That's the moral of the story. Cool.